Breakdown of constitutional emergency. Meaning: the constitutional machinery in a state has broken down or there is a deadlock because of political uncertainties or otherwise. Article 356. Duration dash. 2 months. The duration of such an emergency is 2 months. If it were to continue beyond 2 months, it should be ratified by the Parliament. The proclamation will cease to be valid for 6 months after the date of its issue even if the Parliament ratifies it. Extension. It can, however, be extended for another 6 months. 1 year. Thus, President's rule can normally continue only for a year. Extension beyond 1 year. It may be extended beyond 1 year, under 2 conditions. A. When a proclamation of emergency is in operation in the whole of India or in any part of the state, and B. The Election Commission certifies that holding elections to the Legislative Assembly of the state is difficult. 3 years. However, no such proclamation shall remain in force for more than 3 years. Circumstances dash. If the President, on receipt of a report from the Governor or otherwise, is satisfied that the governance of a state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution, he may declare an emergency in the state. President's rule. This is called President's rule because the President may assume to himself all or any of the functions of the government of the state. Example dash. In 2013, President's rule was imposed in Jharkhand from January 28, 2013 to July 12, 2013. This was because BJP's ruling coalition partner JMM, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, withdrew its support to the government, pushing it into a minority. Chief Minister Arjun Munda resigned and sought dissolution of the State Assembly for effects of an emergency in a state dash. 1. State administration is directly placed under the President. The state administration is directly placed under the President, i.e. the Union government. The governor of the concerned state acts in accordance with the instructions that are issued by the Union government from time to time. 2. Consolidated fund of the state. When the Lok Sabha is not in session, the President may authorize expenditure out of the consolidated fund of the state. 3. The President may suspend the provision of the Constitution relating to any authority of the state except those relating to high courts. 4. Vidhan Sabha and the Council of Ministers. The President may I. Dissolve the Vidhan Sabha of the state and dismiss the Council of Ministers, or 2. Keep the Assembly and the Council of Ministers in suspended animation. In both cases, the Union Parliament can pass laws, even on all the subjects of the state list, for that particular state. Even the annual budget of that state is presented to and passed by the Parliament.